When was the last time when you felt stressed and was like, thank God I was so stressed. Thank God I was so stressed that I forgot to turn off the oven, or thank God I was so stressed that I forgot my keys, or I was in a hurry in the car and I almost caused an accident because I was so stressed. Oh, thank God. Never in my life have I been stressed and was grateful that I was stressed in this situation. But I know that too many people out there are being stressed. They are not only stressed, they are addicted to stress and are not able to get out of that constant stress mode. And I know that because I myself was addicted to stress, but now I'm free. That's why I want to share with you the tools that I use to become free of stress and be in an abundance mindset. Because on the journey to self-mastery, it is really the small steps. It's not only about becoming wealthy and having a wonderful partner and having a wonderful home, but through these small steps, through mastering stress, for example, you are coming closer and closer and closer to manifest your dream life. So I'm Konscious. Bless you, man. I will share my wisdoms, my teachings, my knowledge, the truth that I know, controversial truths, just the wisdom that you need along the journey to self-mastery. So I want to share with you a little story about how a car accident helped me to become able of mastering stress, Because it was a couple of years ago when Lizzie, my partner, we're living together now, my wife. You can also check out our other YouTube channel. I will put it in the description or somewhere here. So when she was not living here in Berlin yet, me and a friend drove from Berlin to Düsseldorf for a couple of hours, 5 or 6 hours. It was a nice ride. We listened to music, just chilled. It was a sunny day. It was a totally good mood, good vibes. And you know how it is when you're on a journey, when you're going somewhere, almost before you're there, you started to lose your focus, because you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm almost there. Like, now it's time to chill. Now it's time to relax. So while we was on the journey, everything went well. Everything was super smooth. And it was like a couple of blocks. Like we really drove from Berlin to Düsseldorf for 5 or 6 hours. And 5 or 6 minutes, like a couple of blocks before we arrived at Lizzie's home, I was on the phone. And while I was on the phone, I was looking for the way to the apartment, And instead of just going to the side, park for a second, look like where I have to go, I was driving this big ass van, I wasn't used to driving those big ass transporters for a move, So while I was driving this car, instead of just taking a second and going to the side, look on the phone where I have to go and then go on and just be relaxed, I was in this mode where I was like, shit, okay, we have to go. I was looking on the phone and I was driving, I was looking on the phone, and then I had to drive to the right. While I was maneuvering the car to the right, boom, I hit the little side window from another car. And I was like, fuck. So I stopped the car, I checked it, the window was completely broken from the other car. The window from the transporter, fortunately, I thought in the moment, there was only a little scratch. I was like, okay, thank God, the insurance is gonna pay for the other car. So then we had to call the police. They handled the stuff, they wrote down our license numbers and whatever. And afterwards, when I brought back the car, they told me, we'll give you the bill for the accident and stuff afterwards. And I was believing that I had to pay nothing because the window was not broken from the car, But afterwards, in hindsight, I had to pay like 650 euros for this little scratch. The mirror was not even broken. Nothing even happened. There was just a scratch, but they told me like they had to change it. And now that I'm here, I know that I mastered this challenge. I was able to pay the 650 euros. Nothing seriously happened. But in that moment, I was so stressed. In that moment, instead of just taking like this couple of minutes, because in my mind, I was losing time. Instead of just taking this couple of minutes, even though the ride was already 5 or 6 hours long, I had to deal with the police, I had to deal with a lot of paperwork, and I had to pay like 650 euros. And that's why I want to share with you like how these accidents and how these challenges in life just help me to transform and help me to master stress. Because I know a lot of people out there are still constantly in this stress state. They're stressed because of finances, they're stressed because of time, they're stressed because of the vision, the future, whatever. But if you are able to master stress, you are able to master yourself. So the first question is, what is really stress? And when you look up what stress is, it is the physiological and the psychological response to an external threat or challenge. So let me repeat that again. It is the physiological and the psychological response, which means it is your mind and your body that responds to something that is happening outside. But it is not something only that is happening outside, it is something that you perceive as a threat. And that's why when I walk around on these streets, I see that many people are stressed even though there are no threats, There are no lions out there, there are no wild bears or whatever, like that could put you in a stress state where you really have to be in a fight or flight response, but still everyone is just stressed constantly. So it is really about how your mind perceives the things outside. It is not only about what is happening outside, it's really about how you are programmed to perceive the external world. So when we are stressed, our body, for example, puts out a lot of hormones, put out some adrenaline, some cortisol, so you get like really in this flight or fight state, your heart rate goes up, your muscles start to tension, your breath is shortened. There are many different symptoms that you will realize within the body when you're in a stress state. Stress itself is nothing bad, because over the period of time, like our mindset, our just evolution evolved. Just our body evolved through that state to be able to realize like, yo, there's a threat. Okay, I need more oxygen in my cells. I need more energy. That's why I have to tension my body, That's why I have to tension my muscles. That's why I have to just breathe. That's why I have to get energy. So stress itself, we are able to master it in the moment, but it is not only about how the stress is perceived, it is really about how you are able to regulate yourself after you are perceiving stress. And I know that a lot of people are not able to regulate themselves. That's why they are constantly in a stress state. They're in a stress state for years. And what happens when you're in chronic stress? You get sick, it kills yourself. It literally kills yourself because you have no proper blood flow, your blood vessels start to contract, so your body is just doing everything to give itself energy to handle the situation. That's why it is said fight or flight. So you either have to fight against a bear, a lion or whatever, or you just have to run away and save your life, But if you are perceiving like this normal life, or the so-called normal life, let's say, if you're perceiving everything in the daily life as stress, that means you're constantly depriving yourself of energy more and more and more, and therefore you're dying slowly, but you're not realizing this because we are all addicted to stress. Stress is just normalized today. Stress is just a normal thing that is the everyday life for so many people. I work at a restaurant, and I'm always chilling there. I'm always like being in the moment, living there constantly. But everyone out there is so stressed. Customers coming, the people in the kitchen, the chefs, they're constantly like so pumped up that they're not able to concentrate. And that's why I told you in the beginning, like when you are stressed, accidents happen. When you are stressed, things don't work out. When you are stressed, you're not able to focus. You're not able to have trust. You're not able to believe. And therefore you are constantly living in fear. And this fear is killing you. If you're not in a state of abundance, if you're not in a state of love, it will definitely kill you over time. So like I told you, it is really the ability to regulate after a stressful situation, because there will be stressful situations in life. Life will not always be easy. There will be stressful situations in life, but then it is about becoming present within the now, focus, know what to do really, know what to do truly, and then handle the situation. And after the stressful situation passed by, to just calm yourself again, to just relax again, to just let go, and not be like constantly in a fight or flight mode. So one thing that helps me to master stress is really like to be able to distinguish stress, because I know that a lot of people out there, they perceive everything as negative. So they think that stress is always negative, but stress is not always negative. It's like I told you, it's about how you perceive the things, because there's the duality of eustress or distress. I don't know if you ever heard about these terms, but eustress is like the positive side of stress. It is about, for example, let's say you go to the gym, you're having a great workout, like it is very challenging for your body, but you're feeling this dopamine, you're feeling strong, you're feeling just enlightened, you're feeling like very comfortable because you handled the challenge, so it isn't overwhelming you, So this is a form of eustress. Or for example, you applied for a job, you applied for a dream job, you got the job, so it's your first day, you're going to the job, you're excited, you feel like this joyful energy, even though it is stressing, it is a positive form of stress. Or you're going on a date with your dream partner, going on vacation for the first time, you're going to Japan, you've always been imagining how it is like to be in Japan, then you're on the airplane, you're excited. That is the eustress, that is the positive kind of stress that can not only do something good for you, but it will just motivate you. It will give you like the positive effects in life. But distress on the other side is the opposite. It is the stress that kills you. It is the stress that you get a call from your boss. You get a call from one of your co-workers or whatever. Like there's a challenge that we have to handle. You wake up in the morning, the alarm clock rings. You be like, you wake up with this stressful mind that you're not able to regulate throughout the day. So you start your day in a stressed state. This is distress. So the ability to distinguish between eustress and distress is going to help you mastering stress. The tools that I use for stress is first of all awareness and breath. Because if you don't have the awareness to realize, yo, I am stressed right now, how can you change it? Tell me, how can you change something if you are not even aware of it? Because me, for myself, I notice many times throughout the day that I'm stressed. Even while I'm recording this video right now, before I was recording the video, I was thinking about, what I want to talk about. I made some notes and I had scheduled to record this video from this time to this time. And subconsciously, I was feeling like becoming nervous, becoming anxious, to just feel this kind of anxiety within me, because in my mind, I'm always like, I have to go with my time. I have to go with my time schedule, I have to follow the plan that I have for the day. So as soon as I realized my body is becoming more tension, I have a tension within my body, I don't feel very relaxed. That's the moment that you need to be able to change. So when you realize you're stressed, the next thing that you have to do is breathe. Breathe properly. I always tell you about the breath. Breath is the most powerful tool that we have out there, but 99% of people don't know how to breathe properly. You have to breathe through your nose into your diaphragm, into your stomach. And when you breathe and hold it, you will realize why am I so stressed? What is this tension in my shoulders, in my neck, in my hips, in my legs, everywhere, And then you can relax. And the more you breathe, the more energy you give your cells, the more oxygen you give your cells. And the better your body can transform all the hormones that are building up, all the cortisol, all the adrenaline, But if you're not breathing, you're depriving yourself of energy. And if you're depriving yourself of energy, you'll just get into a state of stress more and more and more, which can eventually result in a panic attack. So you have to breathe properly. I told you, breathe through your nose, into your stomach, hold it, observe yourself, become aware, and then let go. Whenever you're stressed, whenever you feel like you have to hurry, it is not about doing things fast. It is about how you feel within, how you are feeling subconsciously, from which mindset you are operating from. This is the most important thing, because stress is not about chilling and not doing things fast sometimes, because sometimes we have to hurry, But even though when I hurry, I relax. You can hurry relaxed, or you can hurry in stress. And the majority of people is hurrying in stress. They're never relaxed. So when you breathe properly and become aware of your thoughts, become aware of your mind, become aware of your body, that's how you will change your subconscious slowly but surely. And what helps me the most is not only the breath, it is not only the awareness, but it's really the trust. The trust in yourself, the trust in your vision, the belief, the faith, and the prayer. Because I know that so many people were programmed throughout their life, from their parents, from their teachers, from their friends, from strangers, whoever. They're programmed to not believe in themselves. They're programmed to not trust themselves. Therefore, they're always in a state of stress because they have no trust. Therefore, they feel overwhelmed by anything. If you feel overwhelmed by anything, of course you will be stressed. If you don't believe that you can handle the challenge, if you don't believe that you can go to the gym and do a workout, or you can handle the challenge of you have a talent for school, or you have a timeline for your job, whatever. If you don't have the trust within yourself, you will always be stressed whenever you're challenged. But if you believe and trust in yourself, if you look back, like I told you in the beginning, when I look back now to the challenge with the car, with the 650 euros that I have to pay, I was able to do it. And I always remind myself every single time when I'm stressed, when the bigger the challenge, the bigger I have to remind myself there were bigger challenges that you already mastered. And there will be bigger challenges that you will have to master. But I always come out as a bigger person. I always come out as a stronger person. I always come out as a new version of myself. So when you are challenged in life, you have to start believing in yourself. You have to start trusting yourself. You have to start affirming yourself that you are able to do it. You are able to master it. Even though it is hard, even though it is challenging, even though you have to lose some blood, sweat, and tears, you will invest that blood, sweat, and tears and become stronger. So trust, faith, belief, prayer, and gratitude towards yourself, not toward an external source, towards your higher self. That your higher self is guiding you, the higher version of yourself. It is somewhere there, in another dimension. It is helping you and guiding you. But to get to that point, you have to master this challenge in the now. So believe in yourself is the most important thing while mastering stress. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter how many breathwork exercises you do, it doesn't matter how aware you are about the stressful situations. If you don't truly believe within yourself that you will master the situation, you will never master it. So besides all that, you have to eat properly. Because our inner world is a reflection of what we put inside of us. They say you are what you eat. If you're not eating healthy, your hormones are fucked up. Your whole system is fucked up. Your adrenal glands are not working properly. They will release too much cortisol, too much adrenaline, too much stressful hormones within your body. Your gut is connected to your brain. If your gut is fucked up, that means your brain is fucked up. So you have to cleanse yourself properly. You have to cleanse yourself from within. Go watch my video about fasting where I told you how to clean yourself. When you are eating properly, eating healthy, exercising, meditating, breathing, journaling, going to nature, you are reducing and regulating yourself on a daily basis. And when the stressful situations come, you will just be the master of Zen. You will be the master of now and handle it easily. You will know when, I have to run. I have to hurry. I have to give 150%. But you will not do that out of fear. You will do that out of trust because you know you can do it. You will do that out of belief. And this is the most important thing while mastering yourself. Become aware of your stressful situations. Look into your life. Become aware of yourself every single day and know that, I'm feeling stressed right now. What should I do? What can I do about it? Okay, just let me breathe again. All right, I got this. Okay, first step. I have to do this. I have to go there. Okay, I have to call this person. He can help me and assist me with this. When you trust in the science, when you trust in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you. So the goal is really to put yourself into situations where you are mastering the eustress. For example, cold showering, exercising, the breath work. When you are mastering and enjoying the eustress, whenever this stress comes, you will be I got this. I'm strong. Your body knows I'm strong. Your subconscious knows I'm strong. Your whole being knows I'm strong. The energy that you're putting from your mind into your being, the thoughts that you are giving your body, it will help you to master any stress. And that's why the goal is not only to master the stress, the goal is really to reprogram your mind, to reprogram your subconscious. So therefore, you don't have to think about becoming aware of stressful situations. Therefore, you don't have to think about breathing properly. Therefore, you don't have to think about telling yourself, you got this, having trust, having belief. It will be your essence. You will breathe properly throughout the whole day. You will think of yourself highly every single day. You will put trust, faith, belief, gratitude towards yourself every single day. Therefore, whenever something stressful happens, you will automatically handle the challenge. You will journal. You will reflect on your growth. You will look back in situations. It was last year when I didn't get that text on WhatsApp and I looked at my phone and there was no message on it from the date, I felt such an anxiety within my stomach. I had such a fear, but now I'm just calming. I know what's me. I know what's for me will always be for me. I know what's for me was destined to be for me. I know I have to work for it. So stress is a killer out there. Stress kills too many people, man. And if you are able to reflect on yourself, if you are able to become aware of yourself, reprogramming your subconscious, having trust, faith, believe in yourself, there's nothing that you can handle. God will only give you what you can handle. If you weren't meant to handle that situation, if you weren't meant to handle the challenge, it would never got put in your hands. So believe in yourself, work on yourself, release yourself from stress, and live your best life. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, the message. Let me know on which topics I should talk about, and bless you along your journey. Master yourself, be thyself, and live your best life. Peace. This book is from Jared Pollack. It's about the fourth phase of water. Want to know about it? Go buy it, link in bio, and read it.